Hello, and welcome to UnKpopular Opinions, a safe space for fans of BTS and other K-pop groups to ask the tough question, what do I think of this? I'm your host, Ginger Noona, and today is part 2 of our 2-part series where Sam and I use brackets to figure out which BTS songs are the best. Welcome back, Sam.
Hey, what's up?
I'm glad that you're here. So on our last episode, we covered the different eras, and we covered the best intro, interlude, and outro. So if you haven't checked out that episode, pause this one, go back. It was a lot of fun. And if you listen to the Spotify edition, you'll be able to hear the songs that won each round. So for today, we only have 3 brackets, but they are very big brackets. Today we're going to talk about best solo, best subunit, and best single. So it's a lot of stuff. If you didn't listen to the last episode, let's talk over the rules just as a reminder. We started with 135 songs total. We went with all of their Korean discography, and I'm going to add in the 3 most recent English singles too, because why not? If you haven't listened to their Japanese discography, please do. It's amazing. I will fight anyone to the death for the song Film Out, but we're not going to have a Japanese bracket. At least not on this one. Maybe on a future one. In terms of rules, we had things broken down kind of by order of operation, since there are songs that could fit into different places. Like, is this an intro, or is it a solo, or is it a single? If it had the word intro, it was in the intro group. So if you're here listening to solos and go, well, why isn't Serendipity on here? Serendipity by Jimin and Singularity by Tae are actually intros. So they're on the previous episode. So Sam and I are going to have 2 song titles going head to head. And if we can't automatically agree on which one is the better song, we will first discuss why our pick is the better song. If the other person still doesn't give in, we will solve this the way BTS solves everything, using rock, paper, scissors. And there's also one way that Sam can also get a leg up on me. Sam still has her Malala left. I used my Malala in the last episode to get Dionysus through as the best song from the Map of the Soul B era. For those of you who aren't familiar, Malala is from the movie Booksmart. And these 2 friends, when there are times where they don't agree on something, but one of them feels incredibly passionately and needs the other to go along with it, like, let's say if they're trying to decide to leave a party or something like that, situations, they can call Malala. And the other person just automatically has to go with it. So I already used my Malala, but Sam has one, and we'll see if somehow she manages to screw me over. With that, Sam, do you want to start with solos or subunits?
I would like to do subunits first.
All right, so I'm opening up my app that I made these brackets on. I don't know anything about sports. Who knew bracketing was so difficult? So here we are looking at subunits. Fly to My Room versus Stay. I think it's so ironic. So I put these in. These are randomized, but these are the 2 subunits from B.
Yeah, I would say Fly to My Room for me.
Already we're going to have a problem because the answer is clearly Stay.
I love that we talked about this on the previous episode. I really enjoy some of the songs on B, but I think by the time it came out, which was late November, I was very burnt out on pop culture or works of art that acknowledged and addressed the pandemic.
That's literally what Fly to My Room
but
is.
I feel like that is a more, like, something about it feels more upbeat to me. The chorus just makes me a bit happier.
Yeah, no, it makes me feel like I'm stuck in the movie Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay, so let's rock, paper, scissors.
We're going to have to rock, paper, scissors because I love Stay.
I like Stay, but I love Fly to My Room.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Both did scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, he did paper, I did rock. Fine. Fly to My Room. Fine. I can't complain. Okay. Oh, okay. So these subunits, we all know like the different subunits, but also rap line and vocal line, which I know are units and not subunits, are in this category.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with Cypher Part 1 versus Fly to My Room.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know. That's just how the app made it work.
One is not my favorite cipher, but
No.
I like all of the ciphers, and I think they show a really good evolution of, like, the rap line.
I will go with literally anything that isn't Fly to My Room.
Okay, I'm fine going with Cypher Part 1.
Ooh, okay. So next, ironically, we've got two from the soundtrack for BTS World. We've got Dream Glow and Brand New Day. Dream Glow is the one that got the most play.
Yeah.
I like Brand New Day.
Me too.
But I'm going to go with Dream Glow.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with that one. Ooh. BTS Cypher 4 versus 0 O'Clock.
That one's really, really, really hard. I think 4 is one of my favorite ciphers. And I think that, like, the rap line is so talented. I think that, for me, a lot of K-pop groups have really strong vocal lines. I don't always love the rap lines in other groups. I think that this one is so great. I love the lyrics. Oh, this is very hard.
See, I think it's interesting because this is literally rap line versus vocal line.
Yeah.
And Cypher Part 4 is tied with Cypher Part 1 as, like, my least favorite.
Okay,
I don't
I
love
am
it.
happy going with 0 O'Clock.
0 O'Clock is my life is falling apart cry song.
I think that's also a song that makes me feel less alone. And it reminds me that, like, as alone as depression or sadness or a bad day can feel, other people have had those, so I'm totally okay
and
going.
when it reaches midnight, it's a new day.
Yeah.
We're going to start over. Watch the snow fall. Oh, it's just such a beautiful song.
Yeah, I am perfectly happy with 0 O'Clock.
Putting the vocal line against the rap line again, we've got Lost versus Ugh. Ugh. Even if it weren't the performance from Map of the Soul 1, which, oh my God, day one Yoongi.
We were fucking, like, that's one of the things that I think about is I would have loved to see different performances of Inner Child. I would have loved to see different performances of On. I would have loved to see different performances of Ugh. Like, the concept for that was incredible.
I loved it. So clearly the answer is Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that, we've got the rap line twice in a row-ish. BTS Cypher 2 Triptych versus Respect.
Oh, I like Respect, but it is, like, one of those ones that I'm like, oh, I'll say hi to you at a party, but I feel like it has a bit of the same message as Ugh in that it's like, well, what is being respectful? Like, how do you respond to respect? What is respect?
True, it's a lot less angry.
Yes, and I think if I went with that, which I won't, it would mostly be because I found the performance at Bang Bang Con the Live to be so funny. Like, the choreography,
oh my gosh, the
dad suits.
But clearly the answer is BTS Cypher Part 2.
Oh, yes.
Solely because Yoongi does his crazy, bonkers, super fast rap at the end and talks about his tongue technology.
Yes.
Check and mate, sexiest man alive.
Yeah, no, it would be, like, even if it wasn't Respect, it would be hard to stand up against that.
Sorry, I'm looking at the next pairing, and I already know which one you're going to say. So we've got All Night, which is Yoongi and Namjoon's collaboration with Juice WRLD from the soundtrack for BTS World, versus The Truth Untold.
Oh, The Truth Untold.
I know.
Listeners,
I'm not
that
even
is
gonna
my
fight.
absolute favorite BTS song. I love it.
She
so
loves
much.
it so much.
I am rap line biased, but that is hands down my favorite song.
Ooh, this one's going to be harder. BTS Cypher Part 3 Killer, featuring Supreme Boy.
Yes.
Versus Friends.
Oh, Friends for me.
I love Cypher Part 3.
Oh, it is.
But I think even if you don't have a parasocial relationship with BTS, listening to the joy between Jimin and Tae. You don't have to get the inside jokes. It's nice to get the inside jokes, like the whole thing about the Dreamcatcher.
Hello, my alien. I will be honest, when Jimin sings Hello, my alien, we are each other's mysteries, that line will straight up make me cry. I think it's a beautiful description of friendship.
You are my soulmate. Just makes me...
And I also think that it is incredible to have a song about two men singing about their close friendship. I don't think that men are given as much room to be that deeply emotional and committed to each other. And, you know, even if I think about songs that are about male friendship, there's Guy Love from Scrubs.
That's all I can think of. And it's always very much like no homo.
Yes.
God,
so
America.
I just, like, Friends was probably the second or third song I started going hard for, and one that I listened to on repeat. I think it is both a beautiful example of Jimin and Tae's friendship, and it's also like you have that friend who is so important to you. It's automatically Friends.
Dimple versus Jamais Vu.
Jamais Vu.
I completely agree.
I know Dimple is very popular, but it is one that I am just like, it isn't for me.
You know, I think I would like Dimple more if this is going to sound awful, because I'm older and I've been in a partnered relationship for so long. It's not something that I am looking for. But if I were still single, or if I were younger, especially if I were younger, I'd be like, this is so cute and so sweet and so romantic. But I'm just kind of like, this is cliche. And it's not my favorite one.
No, it is not my favorite. So, like, it's fine, but it's not one that... It might also have been overhyped for me.
I'm also a big fan of singing Hobie. So...
Yes.
And, you know, I really liked their performance on Map of the Soul, not Map of the Soul,
Bang Bang Con.
Bang Bang Con the Live, with the matching costumes and walking around kind of in a circle. I thought it was brilliant. I'm all for Jamais Vu. All right, round 3. Ooh, okay, now we're going to start putting things up against each other. Winners are going against each other head to head. We've got BTS Cypher Part 1 versus Dreamglow. Neither of which am I overly fond of.
No, it's like, I know neither of them are going to make it to the finals.
I know.
So like, who do you cut first?
It's like, which one of you losers is going to progress? I'm going to have to say Cypher Part 1.
Yeah, just because that feels like
the right
part
answer?
of history.
Yeah.
Part of their history.
Okay. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
0 O'Clock versus Ugh.
That is, again, such a different... I would go with 0 O'Clock. I love Oog, but I feel like the message...
I'm going to go with 0 O'Clock also because one thing I don't love about BTS's music is they rely a lot on gunshots. And I see how that could be a thing for them. But, you know, when you actually live in a country where gun violence is a thing, it's super off-putting to me. So I'm not a big fan of the guns.
Yeah, I love, was it the Red Bullet tour? Like, I love the recording of that, but it is very difficult to watch.
Oh, the VCR.
Yeah, the VCRs are very difficult to watch.
With the school shooting motif.
Yeah. And even if you say, well, that was back in 2014, it resonates differently with me.
Right. It's also like, well, Columbine was in 1999, if I remember correctly.
Sandy Hook.
It's an issue they don't have to go up against, but I think it's also one of those things where we have to remember not to view everything with our own cultural lens, because gun violence is not a prevalent issue in South Korea. Moving on. Ooh. Cypher Part 2 with Yoongi and his tongue technology versus The Truth Untold.
The Truth Untold.
You're going to say The Truth Untold. And I've lost my Malala anyway. And I love his tongue technology, but I prefer August D's tongue technology more anyway. So I'm willing to give this one up.
I love The Truth Untold because of the lyrics and because of the story and because I think it's such a, like, powerful message. Well, first of all, I love the song. I love the crescendo at the end, like Jin and Jungkook just singing their hearts out.
Yes.
I love when Tae says, I'm so afraid. It's just one of those songs that sounds beautiful, but then you read the backstory and it becomes so much richer.
Yeah. Okay. Friends versus Jamais Vu.
Friends for me. I'll rock, paper, scissors you.
I'm trying to decide if I really want to rock, paper, scissors or if I'm just being obstinate. No, I'm going to rock, paper, scissors here because I still prefer Jamais Vu. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
paper versus
I love you so
rock.
much, Friends.
But you're not going to use your Malala on it.
No.
So you don't love it that much.
No, I do. Okay. I just am saving my Malala.
Okay. Down to the semifinals. Cypher Part 1. You're about to get your ass beat because nobody wanted you here anyway. Versus 0 o'clock. Zero o'clock. That was easy. Moving on. Ooh. The Truth Untold versus Jamais Vu. We're going to go with Truth Untold because I just know that's what you're going to say. And I think you're right. You're right. Honestly, it's a beautiful song sound-wise and also the story. So, okay.
Basically, anytime Steve Aoki touches BTS or collabs with them, it's liquid gold. Yeah.
Solid, liquid, gaseous.
My top songs are basically his collaborations with them.
Is gold ever in a gaseous state?
I don't think so. I think rich people would have figured that out by now. They could.
So that means the championship for best subunit is down to 0 o'clock, the vocal line, versus Truth Untold, the vocal line. I'm shocked. I would have thought a rap line would make it, but no, it's 2 vocal line songs. 0 o'clock versus Truth Untold. I know you're going to say Truth Untold, so do you want to rock, paper, scissors over this?
No, I'm Malalaing it because this is my song. I am willing to discuss it in the context of other songs, but no, this needs to be...
You heard it here first, folks. The best subunit song is The Truth Untold featuring Steve Aoki. And if you're listening to this episode on Spotify, you're listening to the special Spotify edition. You can hear that song now. All right. Our next head-to-head mashup, we are looking for the best solo. Just something to keep in mind, some of the songs that we would consider solos have already been brought up before because they were actually an intro. So Serendipity, Intro Persona, all those things, they don't count even though we think of them as solo songs. They've already had their chance and won or lost. So here we go with the solos. And these are also all solos from BTS albums. So even though I love Daechwita and I would make Daechwita win everything if I possibly could, it's not an option for this.
Or Abyss is amazing.
I do
not
love Abyss.
Not as much as Daechwita, but it's still a really good song.
Or Namjoon's song Always. It's not even from a mixtape. Such a good song. But anyway, they're not in the running. So, round 1. Begin versus Euphoria. Oh my gosh, Jungkook is going up against himself.
I would say Euphoria. I think it's one of his most popular solos for a reason. Even without the incredible swooping in on a hook platform thing, I think that it is a really beautiful message, and I think it's a really beautiful love letter.
It's a really good example to me of... Earlier we were talking about like, oh, well, this song is cute, but I don't feel like romantically anything by this song. This song still makes me feel butterflies.
Yes.
Even though I've been married for way too long.
Yeah. I think you can tell he brings his joy to each performance of it.
Yes. And also, I'll be honest, I hate the choreography for Begin.
Yeah.
So, there we go. Euphoria, congratulations. You won round 1. Ooh. Keeping things with the Love Yourself Answer album, we've got Just Dance versus Love. I personally would go with Just Dance.
That's interesting. I would personally go with Love.
Why?
I think I've listened to it more. I'm more familiar with it.
That is a terrible answer. I'm going with Just Dance because Hobie actually dances. And honestly, I just find Trivia Love super boring. It's just Namjoon and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat swirling around in circles and yelling for a couple minutes, and I just don't like it.
I can go with
Just Dance.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, it's not my favorite either, so it's gonna get knocked out sooner rather than later.
Neither of these were gonna make it to the top.
It's true.
I feel okay about that.
Ooh, this one's gonna be hard. First Love versus My Time. I know.
I love First Love because I love the accompanying VCR. I love the passion that Yoongi brings to it. I love how it's such a personal story, but at the same time, I think My Time is a really good, I just love that it's such a personal, like, exploration of Jungkook and his journey with BTS.
Yes, and his life as an idol versus his life as a normal 24-year-old. Happy birthday, Jungkook!
Yes! I think I would go with First Love. I think it's probably my favorite Yoongi solo, and that's really hard because I also love Shadow and I really love Seesaw, but I like the passion that he has and like the way that it crescendos, like, and just First Love for me.
I'm gonna go with First Love too. I think it's one of those songs where I really appreciate it because I know the lyrics and the backstory and the history about himself that Yoongi has given to us. But even before all that, hearing the dynamics in his voice and the strings and the way that it crescendos and then decrescendos, I really like it. So, yep, we are going with First Love.
Yoongi pretty much doesn't do a solo that I don't love.
That's true.
I think he and Jin, for me, always hit the mark.
Yeah, I agree with that. So next we've got Reflection versus Filter.
Interesting.
I don't love either of them.
I enjoy Filter. I think it's a really fun song.
I love the performance.
But that's really it. I think that because I joked before we watched the On concert that I would sacrifice everything to see Moon, including Filter. So it wasn't until I saw Jimin's performance and I saw what he brought to it physically that I really started enjoying it. So it's some you have two dogs in the race, sometimes you have one.
There's sometimes that I really love Namjoon's solo work and sometimes that I really don't. And I'm not always big on his really mellow stuff.
Yeah.
So I think Reflection is really similar to Forever Rain.
Yes.
And I don't particularly enjoy either of those songs. What I do like about the song Reflection is the end where Namjoon is saying, like, I wish I could love myself. And he sounds kind of like he's breaking apart. But just that one moment doesn't make me like that song more than I like Filter.
I'm good with Filter.
Filter! Ooh, okay. We have Lie, which, as we all know, is about lying.
Yes.
Thank you, Jimin. Versus Moon.
Fuck. That's a hard one for me. That's a very hard one.
It is. It's a hard one. I feel like it's a hard one because of the narrative that ARMY has put into Lie. We don't really know what Lie is about. Jimin has never gone on the record saying explicitly what this song is about. He's just said that it's about lying. But I feel like ARMY overall has taken it as Jimin's personal growth because this is his solo that came out between his periods of being super butch, for lack of a better word, and more of the fairy prince that we know him to be now. And so a lot of people take this as, oh, I was caught in a lie. I was caught in pretending to be this butch character that I'm not. Or people also take it as that he was having an eating disorder. And the thing is, I think that's really important for us to remember is that Jimin has never said what this is about. And I can't remember. I don't know if Jimin has a songwriting credit on this.
I cannot remember that either. Lie is my favorite Jimin solo. I love that in the performance, it showcases both his dancing as well as his vocals. I love the chorus so much. At the same time, I love the melody of Moon. I love the lyrics. I love Jim's performance.
I do want to add really fast, because I felt like Googling this because it was eating away at me. Jimin does have a songwriting credit with Lie, but this is going to be controversial. It's super easy to get your name on a songwriting credit. You can literally give one sentence. So just by having his name be on a songwriting credit, especially when he is almost the last person listed, it's still not indicative that this is his personal story. And what I like about Moon, even I feel like Moon, did Jin write Moon? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
And for something that Jin had no hand in writing, I can't think of a song that describes him better because of how he has talked about his relationship with Army. And I don't know if he's parroting the words from the song because it is his solo song, but it just feels like this song, because of what Jin has said in interviews, is really indicative of how Jin feels.
I really love Moon. I think it showcases what Jin does best, which is ballads and pop songs. I think it's a fabulous, from a boy band and a pop perspective, it's an amazing song. I don't necessarily, even if Jin and Jimin didn't write these songs, I think that it doesn't influence my enjoyment of the song, but I think if I had to choose, I would go with Moon. As much as I love Lie, I think Moon is the song that I return to even more.
Yeah, I agree. I like Lie where it fits in with the Wings album, but as a standalone song, I prefer Moon more. So, Moon, you win this round. Oh, next one, we have Jin again with Awake versus Yoongi with Seesaw. The answer is Seesaw.
Yes,
okay.
I do want to say I love Awake. It breaks my heart a little. I say this all the time. I just want these guys to be happy and to be fulfilled. And it really breaks my heart that at points Jin has struggled with feeling like he is not, like, questioning what he brings to the table, questioning whether he's on the same level as these. And the lyrics really, really hit home and just make me well up. But I also think Seesaw is an incredible song and such a great indication of not only Yoongi's songwriting abilities, but also his ability to perform.
Oh my gosh.
I think he has a great, I think he has a very solid singing voice.
He does. He's like Jungkook, where he's like, I'm not good at this. Like, you're such a liar.
No, Seesaw overall, the message, the chorus, if it was up against Moon, I might feel differently, or Epiphany. But of Jin's solos, I think that I'm okay acquiescing.
And I will pretty much fight for Yoongi for almost anything. So I would say Seesaw.
No, Seesaw is by and far.
Okay, so next we have Tae battling himself.
Oh.
We have Stigma versus Inner Child.
Oh, Inner Child.
I agree.
Stigma is probably my least favorite of his solos, but also Inner Child is such a beautiful song, and the story that we've been given about it and how it relates to Tae, I think it's something that whether you like pop or not, you can totally relate to. And just the joy and the release at the end when he says, "You're my boy, my boy." I could well up right now.
And we gonna change. Or, yeah. I can't say it right without sounding dumb.
Yeah.
But the whole idea that you are not stagnant. Where you are right now is not where you'll be forever. Yes. You are going to change. Oh my!
The idea.
Dang it! No, I'm gonna cry.
The idea of singing to your younger self and telling them you are still me. You are still an integral part of me,
and you're gonna grow up and be okay.
You're going to.
Namjoon did such an amazing job writing that song. He did such an amazing job. And yeah, and of course also I'm a big fan of Shirtless Overall Tae.
Yes.
So yes, Inner Child. Hands down,
and that
Inner
is
Child.
Another song that I am so disappointed we didn't get multiple versions of. I also wondered if there wasn't a pandemic and they toured around, would they get a new child in every city?
I really don't think that they would.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have a child that went with them everywhere, but I don't know. Listeners, if you know, will you please email us?
Yes, if you're that child and you're listening to this.
No, what I mean is we don't really know that much about touring. I know that you bring your same backup dancers. You bring your same crew everywhere that you go. But in terms of a child actor who is literally on stage to just sit there for 4 minutes, are they going to haul someone around the world, or are they going to find someone somewhere else? Let us know if you know.
No, I love Inner Child so much.
All right. So last round 1, Mama versus Epiphany.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Epiphany.
Oh, completely.
I love Mama. I love what it means in terms of what Hobie has given us about his history.
I love that it is just a no holds barred send up to his mom.
I'm such a sucker for songs where you thank your parents, especially your mom, because my mom is amazing. Your mom is amazing. Yes. We lucked out.
Yeah. I think the reason why I choose Epiphany over Mama is because so much of Mama and my love for it is involved in his performances. Like, I go back and watch that. Yes. He's so damn charming when he pops up and when he does his little, like, bow tie thing. And then the moment where he walks from the front of the stage to the back of the stage and he takes out his earpiece to listen to the crowd. Like, for me, that's one of those moments where I feel like, especially since when he started out, Hobie did not receive as much attention as other people. It's really rewarding to hear the crowd chanting his name. But for me, Epiphany is such a wonder. Like, after Awake, Epiphany is a really good follow-up. It's like,
it's a song I need for myself.
Yes.
It's a song, it's like Answer Love Myself, where it's just this nice reminder of, I shouldn't need someone to tell me that I have value, but this reminds me that I do. And it's different than 21st Century Girl, because that one is reminding someone that they have value on a physical level.
Yes.
This is reminding you that you are enough because of who you are.
Yeah.
And so, Epiphany.
And like Inner Child, it feels like even if Jin doesn't have a writing credit on it, it fits him so well. And I just love his vocals on it and the chorus so much. Epiphany, hands down.
Yeah. Okay, round 2. We've got Euphoria going up against Just Dance. Euphoria. I mean, no offense, Hobie, but you were never going to win that one. Ooh, First Love versus Filter. First Love.
Oh, absolutely.
I enjoy the performance of Filter, but the emotional aspects of First Love, that song can bring me... I cry a lot.
Yeah.
I cry a lot.
I just love the VCR they did for it, where I just think that all of the VCRs from... Was it the tour or where they each related to their solos, like... That one just, like, it gave me chills. It made me feel like... Is that
the Piano on Fire one?
It's also really cool to see a man be like, this is something, I feel passionate about this music.
And it's nice to have... It is a love song. It's literally a love song, but it's not about a person. It's about his love of music. Here's where the problem comes up, Sam. We've got Moon versus Seesaw.
It pains me. I think I have to rock, paper, scissors just to say I fought for Moon.
No, you don't.
Well,
be honest. Seesaw is better. Seesaw has all of a sudden, Yoongi started dancing and no one expected him to dance by himself and sing by himself. It's got the pajamas. It's got the couch. So far, all that Jin has is prancing foxes.
But at the same time, Moon is one of my favorite songs. I love how it makes me feel. I love it as a pop ballad.
Okay, fine. Let's rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, and now I get to feel like I fought for Moon.
See, I did scissors, she did paper, and Seesaw won this round. Inner Child versus Epiphany. Which song makes me cry harder? Inner Child.
I love Inner Child. I really love Epiphany, but it does also take something out of me to listen to it and to have, like... It gets me in my emotions, and Inner Child does as well. But last year, about a year ago, I went through something really tumultuous and tough. And Inner Child, listening to it, made me feel like my future self was giving me permission to be okay. And
Yep.
so Inner Child is a very big song for me.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Let's see. Semifinals. Euphoria versus First Love.
I really love Euphoria, but
it's
again,
First Love.
It's First Love.
I think one of the first things that I told Sam once we started really delving into BTS was how heartbroken I was that I would never see First Love live.
Mm-hmm.
And that if I could see any Yoongi solo live, it would be that one. And yeah, I think we both made the right choice on that one. Oh no, now we have to fight about Seesaw versus Inner Child. It's gonna be Inner Child.
It is. I love Seesaw so much. I really do. But Inner Child, it just feels like, especially since I think Tae grew up, became an adult.
Those are lyrics that Namjoon wrote specifically knowing Tae and the journey that he has taken.
Yes.
So that means for the championship, we've got First Love versus Inner Child. And you know what? I know I just said that I have to see First Love performed, and I would love that, but I'm going to go with Inner Child.
I am as well.
When I listen to this song, I imagine the pandemic being over, and I imagine this being played in a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm getting all sad.
No, I just... Inner Child gives me such hope. And as somebody who does look to the past, as somebody, we've all struggled growing up, and the idea of myself singing to a younger version of myself and still loving them and accepting them despite their fault, it's just so good.
Well, and it makes me feel good about now, and even though there are parts of myself that I don't love or that I want to improve upon, that, 30-year-old Ginger, there's one day, if I am as lucky as I hope I'm going to be, there's going to be a 60-year-old Ginger who's going to look back at 30-year-old Ginger and be able to feel the same way. And just because we look back at our childhoods now and feel attached to this song, I think we have to remember that we're still going to continue growing, and our attachment to this song will also grow and will change. And so, Inner Child, you are the best solo by BTS. All right, we have made it to the last bracket. This one is the biggest. This one is going to be a freaking bloodbath.
Oof.
Because this one is about the best single. So most of these have a music video. They're not all the title songs, but they are songs that were released as singles on a BTS album. Oh, something I didn't mention when I was explaining the rules and the songs. You've probably also noticed that there aren't any remixes on here. And so that's why there's only 135 songs. That's because none of the remixes are good. Except
Mic Drop.
Mic Drop.
And who featured on that?
Steve Aoki. But that is literally the only remix that I ever want to listen to. I will say Butter with Megan Thee Stallion is good.
I love that.
But the thing is, I didn't want to fill this up with a bunch of remixes versus originals. So I kept with all the originals except Mic Drop because the remix is the one with the music video. 2, it's the superior one.
Oh, completely. 100%.
So, fight me. So, without further ado, our last bracket, best single. Let's start it out. Not Today versus DNA.
For me, it's probably Not Today.
I'm going to agree with you. DNA has never been my big one, and Not Today, just, I love songs that pump me up, and DNA doesn't pump me up. It's fine. Oh, shit. Dope versus On.
Oh, shit. This is so hard.
This is so mean. This is so incredibly mean.
Oh, my gosh. Oh. This is fucking difficult because both are...
I love them.
I love Dope. I love the lyrics of Dope, but I feel like they're both in the same genre,
fuck you
fuck you for doubting us. We worked so hard.
Yes.
That is so...
But I guess I love the lyric, I reject rejection. I will also never forgive whoever told Namjoon that they needed to make the lyric, bring the pain, oh yeah, because bring the pain on doesn't make sense. Who told him that? What idiot said that? Bring the pain on makes total sense and should have been the lyric. I'm a little angry about this still, apparently. I'm gonna go with On.
I'm going to go with On too.
I love the dope music video. I love
dope in general.
I do. I love it, but I love On more. On is the song that brought me into BTS, so it's already going to be a big thing for me.
I feel like around the time of Dope, they really got their shit together.
Yeah.
They started clicking.
It was the most beautiful moment in life. It was, I Need You and Dope were the ones where it's just like, okay, we're broadening out and look how awesome we are.
But I also feel like On is just the zenith of this, a culmination of so much talent.
I completely agree.
Yeah. Let's go.
But speaking of I Need You, I Need You versus Dynamite.
I Need You.
I Need You.
Like, I personally really love Dynamite. Again, it came out around the time of some difficult stuff last year.
We needed it when we needed it.
And to me, it is a lot of fun. I love pop songs. The first time I saw Pastel Dust shoot into the air.
Oh my gosh, I just love that whole like 90s boy band homage.
Yes.
And the key change.
Yes.
Like, and that's the thing. Dynamite is not my favorite song, and it's not even my favorite English song. But I enjoyed it. But I will have a space in my heart for I Need You, which has the saddest body rolls in all of history.
No, I Need You is so good.
Next, God. Next up, we've got Boy in Love versus Mic Drop.
God, I love Boy in Love. Like, I love Boy in Love. I love the music video. I love the performances. I fucking flipped out when they performed it, and they were all grown up at the On concert. But
you can't fight Mic Drop.
Mic Drop.
You can't fight Mic Drop. So
Mic Drop is like just one of the best songs.
So, Boy in Love, it's not your fault. It's not you. You didn't do anything wrong. Because I do love you. I listen to you almost as much as I listen to Mic Drop.
Oh, yeah.
And who doesn't love Tay growling?
Such an iconic opening.
Yes.
And, I mean, I guess
and
Mic
come
Drop
on,
does
fifth year
too.
senior Jin hiding in a locker. But despite how much we are saying we love it, we are going with Mic Drop. Okay. Epilogue, Young Forever versus Heartbeat.
Oh, Heartbeat.
I'm going to go with it too. Now, I love Young Forever, but I specifically love it when watching footage of Wembley and watching ARMY sing it and watching the guys feel moved and cry and things like that. That's what I really love about that song. And I think part of it also is when you get to a certain point in your life, I don't know if you feel this way, saying you're forever young is very much an early 20s feeling. Yeah. When you get into your 30s, you might feel like that kind of, but it's not, it doesn't feel the same way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you're in your 20s, there is this loss of your childhood and a loss of your innocence. And when you're in your 30s, you're like, yeah, that ship sailed.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Heartbeat. Oh my God, Heartbeat.
And Heartbeat.
Flying Whale.
Oh my gosh. I love the lyrics of Heartbeat.
Oh my gosh. So if you, for some reason, don't know Heartbeat, Heartbeat is the lead single off of the BTS World soundtrack. And it's just so good. And I think it's hilarious that Jungkook did not remember that they had a song called Heartbeat.
Oh,
because I'm pretty sure they've never performed it live.
Oh, no. I would love to see Heartbeat perform live.
I love Heartbeat so much.
It just makes me so happy. I love the lyrics like, but my heart's still on fire with this burning desire.
Oh, and then the video itself.
It's so beautiful.
Because the video, it falls in with the game where they have these alternate lives if they hadn't been BTS. So I feel like Jin's a concierge. Yoongi makes money by playing the piano.
Namjoon is a detective. Jungkook does karate. He's an athlete, maybe?
Something. I don't remember, but I just know that I got focused on Jin. I got focused on Jin and Yoongi and didn't really care about what anyone else was doing.
Jimin makes noodles or dumplings or something. Hope he's some sort of doctor.
Is he a doctor? Is he playing with a golden retriever?
Yes, and so I'm not sure if he's a person doctor or a vet, but it's amazing.
Yes. So please check that one out. In fact, you know what? I'm going to throw Heartbeat at the end of this episode, even if it doesn't win Best Song, because it's worth a listen. All right, next we've got Save Me versus Boy With Love.
Save Me. I have never been a huge Boy With Love fan. I love Halsey so much.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
I love the collaboration. I love when they're together.
I love their friendship.
Yes, I love their friendship.
But this is the song that, and I've mentioned this before, this is the song that made me not listen to BTS.
I think it's a very accessible song. I think it's a song that a lot of locals have probably heard. But Save Me also feels like about the time that they really started finding themselves.
Yep, Save Me is part of the HYYH.
And I also just, the music video with Blonde Jin and the way it's
a single continuous shot on a mountain.
It's fucking amazing. And it just goes so well with the lyrics. And I love it.
Yep, I completely agree. And also, I automatically dislike songs that involve dancing with umbrellas.
Yes.
All right, Just One Day versus Permission to Dance.
Just One Day, I guess. I don't know. I don't have strong feelings either way.
Are you serious? Okay. Yeah, no, the answer is Just One Day, and that's because Permission to Dance is terrible. I know you like that song. I know.
I like that song. Yeah. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I really enjoy it.
I really don't. But I like Just One Day. I also really like the choreography. It's the one where they're sitting on the chairs, and it's cute. I like it more than Permission to Dance, where they tried to bring back E-Boy, Jungkook, and a bunch of cowboys.
Jungkook and Cowboy Tae, and I just love, I like Permission to Dance, and that, I like it.
And I give you permission to be wrong. All right, next up we've got We Are Bulletproof Part 2 versus Not Today.
Not Today.
Yeah, I mean, I like We Are Bulletproof Part 2 in terms of their history, but just as a standalone song, I would rather listen to Not Today. Plus, We Are Bulletproof Part 2. Is that the one where they're like wearing football uniforms?
I think so.
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not for me.
On versus I Need You.
On.
You're gonna go with I Need You?
No, on. I really love I Need You, though. I love the chorus.
And I do love I Need You, and I love what it meant for them. I love what On means for me.
Yes. No, I really love On.
Okay. Ooh, Mic Drop versus Heartbeat.
I love Heartbeat so much, but it's got to be Mic Drop.
It's got to be Mic Drop.
It is a perfect song.
It is a perfect song with perfect choreography, and if it isn't the winner of this round, I will be shocked.
And of all of their songs telling the world to go fuck themselves for doubting them, like, it is the one that resonates most with me. I would love it if I didn't understand the lyrics, but understanding the lyrics is so much fun.
Oh my God. Sam, you're never going to believe this.
Oh.
So we're going to do the next one really fast. I didn't scroll all the way down. I was like, round is going by really quickly because I skipped 12 songs. So we'll finish out this part of round 2, and then we'll go back and get to the songs that we never talked about in the first place. Save Me versus Just One Day.
Save Me.
Yeah, I agree. So these songs would have been in this round anyway with how this bracket is made. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be fucking rough. There's one that I know
that I love.
Okay, are you ready? Mm-hmm. We've got Spring Day versus Fake Love.
Fake Love.
Fake Love. Spring Day has really grown on me, especially when I listen to Namjoon talk about it. But Fake Love, just visually and... Oh, yeah.
I love the lyrics. I love the fire and...
Yeah, Fake Love. Spring Day is great. Spring Day is a good graduation song or a needing to be nostalgic song, but I would much rather just listen to Fake Love. Next, Run versus Black Swan.
Black Swan.
I agree. I love Black Swan so much. Run is fine.
90% of why I like Run is the music video.
Yeah.
I think that is such a good music video. I love Namjoon in it.
And I love the choreography where they're like doing the whole like jacket off the shoulder thing. Not like Jimin's unintentional with quotes jacket off the shoulder, but an intentional jacket off the shoulder. But Black Swan just speaks to me as an artist.
Yes. And I think it's such a good showcase of their talent and their skills and the deeper messages that they bring.
I agree. Okay. War of Hormone versus Life Goes On.
A War of Hormone.
I mean, I love Life Goes On, but in terms of feeling sad about the pandemic songs, TXT's We Lost the Summer meant more to me, even though I'm not a student. I don't know why, but it hit me more than Life Goes On. Maybe also because Life Goes On feels like a narrative that BTS has given us before, just in different words.
Yeah.
But War of Hormone, it's catchy. I don't love the music video. I personally, as a grown-ass feminist, have no problem with it.
Oh, no. I would say I have always felt, and come at me if you disagree, but that in the pantheon of songs written by men about women, and specifically boy band songs, its lyrics are not that bad. I get why they don't perform it anymore, and I wouldn't expect them to, but I think that it's understandable for a boy band in their early days to write a song like this.
As the diary of young, heterosexual performing men in their late teens, early 20s, it is what I would have expected.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
And it's hard. This is another one of those songs where the lyrics that we find most problematic are translations.
Yeah.
And so we really don't know if it is meant to be as crass as it sounds when it's translated. Because I think the most upsetting one is something like, girls are equations, we just do them.
Yes. Girls are equations, men do them. And that's the one that stands out to me, and the only one I remember. The rest of it seems like a lot of bravado. Young JK saying that he knows what he needs to know about women.
Because he's 16.
Yeah.
I know shit.
Yeah. I just have a lot of affection for the song. And I really...
You just love that Freddy Krueger sweater.
Yes, I love that Freddy Krueger sweater. I love Yoongi's faces.
And his Black Panther hat.
Yes. And Life Goes On is great.
But War of Hormone. All right. Next up, Blood, Sweat, and Tears versus Idol.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Absolutely. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is, I sent it to you the first time I found it, and I believe I captioned it work porn, because that is just such a sexy song, and it's sexy and sensual without being over the top.
I will say I like Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I have never had the same reaction that you have. I really enjoy it, but it's also... I just don't think it hit me the same way. I really enjoy Idol for the rapping parts and for the deeper meaning behind the lyrics and the imagery in the music video.
Yes.
But I do concede that Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a better song.
With the best Yoongi fan cam
of
all time.
Yes.
Just saying. All right. This one I already know what you're going to say, but I'm going to put it out there. Fire versus Make It Right.
Oh, Fire. I do really love Make It Right.
I do too. I especially love the one that Lauv is featured on.
No, I really, that is one of the collaborations, the Lauv version, that I always forget about, but always really enjoy. I like the emotions of it, but Fire is literally fire. The dance, the music video, the performances, and the lyrics are just phenomenal.
Yep. It's a good one. All right, and now we've got Danger versus Butter. I don't think we could get too different.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Butter.
I will go with Butter, too. I will say that this is a song that, as a feminist...
This one is more problematic to me.
This one, but it's, really fucking catchy. It's really catchy, but telling a woman she's in danger...
Yeah.
That is more of a misstep to me.
Yeah, that one's new good.
Yeah.
Although Jin looks really good in that music video, I will say that. But let's move on. So we have one title that we haven't talked about yet. No More Dream. No More Dream is up against Fake Love. I love what No More Dream stands for.
Mm-hmm.
I think the music video is hilarious with fifth-year senior Jin driving the bus. I still don't understand why Yoongi shoots Tae in the head, but I'm going to have to go with Fake Love. I love Fake Love so much.
I think the same way you might love Fake Love, I love No More Dream. I could listen to that song forever. I think it's such a strong, I love that it is such a strong debut from them.
That's
I feel
true.
like it is such a snapshot of what they began as. I love the lyrics. I love Yoongi's opening. I want a big house, a big car, and big rings. But other than that, I don't have any big dreams. I love the dance. I love the choreography.
Oh my gosh, that dance break.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and just like the way that when they perform it now, it is so much more complex. But I will rock, paper, scissors.
We're going to have to rock, paper, scissors because I think we're both right.
Yes.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, you won. You won with your rock over my scissors.
Yes.
So we're going with No More Dream. Ooh, Black Swan versus War of Hormone.
I would say as much as I love War of Hormone, I think Black Swan is so much more complex. I think the performances are more complex.
Oh my gosh.
It's something they can perform again.
So gorgeous. True, because we can't, we're never going to see War of Hormone
Yes.
again. We're just not, because people cancel the wrong things.
Every time I see a performance of Black Swan, it's something different and it's something breathtaking.
And it just tops itself every
Yes.
single time. Because it's like, oh, the James Corden one, this is beautiful. But then all of a sudden, it's like, holy crap, the Jimmy Fallon one. And yeah. Also, shout out to Hobie for getting kicked like in the head and not flinching, not doing anything on Corden and just going. That man is the most professional man I've ever heard of.
Tay has big feet, and so that would hurt.
No.
And just like, I think the choreography is amazing. It's just a beautiful song.
Oh my gosh, there is one more song we haven't talked about yet. Are you ready? Are you ready? Everybody say,
Hey. No.
I'm cutting that.
No.
Yep, N-O. So, which I always wonder, because I think everybody calls it no, but when they talk about it, they say N-O.
And they have the periods.
Yes. Well, actually, it's one period after the N. There isn't a period after the O. What is with K-pop and their weird stylistic choices? That's something I also don't understand.
Is it up against?
No is up against Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I love the No music video. You know what? No's music video was good, and it's what kids needed at the time. Kids today, if you want to have a music video that's pretty much the same as No, check out Damage by Just Be. It's incredibly similar, but better in my opinion, because I think the dance break is more solid. And Blood, Sweat, and Tears is Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and I will fight people over that song. All right, Fire versus Butter. Fire. I mean, I've enjoyed Butter. Butter has grown on me. But, I mean, you can't argue with Yoongi saying Butolerne. You just can't.
No. And just like,
that's like the
they
sexy
all
thing. Namjoon did not look good. Don't
he
lie.
looked so good. I fucking love him in that music video with his weird mint hair.
It's the haircut that bothers me so much.
I just think he looks like, the music video is, as you know, my favorite BTS music video.
Well, yes.
I love
You also love Blonde Jin.
Yes, but I love I feel like the shot of Jin lying on the table and Tae ironing him is like a Renaissance painting. I think it's just, the composition is so good.
If The Last Supper were more like that, then maybe I'd be interested in organized religion. Okay, round 3. Not Today versus On. Easy. Ooh, Mic Drop versus Save Me. Mic Drop.
I love Save Me very much, but Mic Drop's a behemoth.
Yep. Ooh, No More Dream versus Black Swan.
I will concede that Black Swan is the better song. It's hard.
I'm glad that our friendship doesn't have to end now, because that was the right answer.
But I will still give all the love to No More Dream. I feel like it's such a good place for them to springboard. Oh no,
this is where we're going to have a hard time, Sam. We've got Blood, Sweat, and Tears against Fire.
Okay,
and neither of us have a Malala. No, neither of us are going to budge on this one, so we just need to rock, paper, scissors. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Fuck! She just got paper, I got rock. So Fire is moving on. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I am pouring one out for you in my heart. Oh, we've made it to the semifinals.
Oof.
I didn't think it could get harder, and then it did. On versus Mic Drop.
This is really hard because behind the scenes, look, we did something very similar to this a year ago, and Mic Drop was the victor, but On
That's
has
true, we did
grown
this on
on
your
me.
birthday.
Yes.
But here's the thing. I like the song On. I don't like the music video that much.
Oh, I love the music video, but that's just me.
I like the Comprima. I can't remember what they call it. It's the one that's filmed with drones, with backup dancers.
Yes.
The choreography performance one where they're in a it's not a ditch. What is it?
It reminds me of those.
It's like a dam.
Yeah, like a dam or like an aqueduct or something. A reservoir.
It's where you race in a 1950s
yes.
movie.
No, that's what it makes me think of. It makes me think of the canals in LA.
Yes. Which is it is one of those.
Yes.
So I love that music video. I love that so much. I love the performance of On in Grand Central Station. That is still like so mind-blowing to me. But I'm also really torn because Mic Drop, when they did it on SNL on that tiny ass stage, and still, oh my gosh, I'm so torn. What are you leaning toward?
I am leaning a bit towards On, and I will explain myself. I think that Mic Drop is so cool, but I think On is also such a good showcase of their athleticism and their endurance and what they've built. To me, it keeps feeling like a culmination or a zenith that they've reached.
That's true.
Jungkook's break is so...
You're right.
And it's so hard because I love Mic Drop so much.
I just love the hip rolls.
Yes.
Hobie is controlling in Jungkook.
But not every performance has those. Sometimes they end earlier.
True, that is how the music video goes. The music video doesn't have that extended dance break. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. It's On.
It's painful. But this also shows that we have evolved, because I don't think On made it very far last time.
Yeah, see, we're growing as people. We gonna change.
We gonna change.
Black Swan versus Fire.
I love Fire, but I feel like Black Swan is such a good showcase of their complexity and the artists they've become.
Yes, I agree. And I feel like On does a really good job of demonstrating the rap line. Black Swan does a really good job of demonstrating the vocal line. And they both have such different styles of dance.
Yes.
But we're not comparing them. So Black Swan versus Fire, I would go with Black Swan.
Yeah.
I'm also just a sucker for that music video.
Yeah. I also really love about the music video that there's a bit more androgyny and a bit more of, there are leather corsets, there are flowing pants, there are wings. I just think that...
I'm a sucker for dancing barefoot.
Yes.
That makes me feel like you're a real dancer.
Jimin went to town.
Jimin deserves so many good things, and I was glad he
Yes.
finally got to have this big dance moment.
Yes.
So I will agree.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. The championship for this round, On versus Black Swan.
They're such different energies.
They're so different.
And they're both about being artists, but I think that...
On makes me want to punch something, and I like that.
I really like that too. It's hard though because I really love the complexity of Black Swan and how it's always breathtaking, but both performances are always pretty breathtaking. I think I will go with On because it is such a culmination. I keep saying culmination.
That's your new buzzword.
Yes. It is showing the world that, you know what? Bring it on. I have spent my youth.
But remember, it's bring the pain. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love Jin's line, "You can't hold me down because you know I'm a fighter."
Yes. I also love that Jin is the only one who's not in the dance break.
Yes. But it's like that dance break, I think that...
Oh, so good.
It's so good. Like, Yoongi in the dance break, I will say, I think Yoongi's always been a good dancer.
Yeah, no, it's On. And I'm also just going to give it for the costuming in Map of Soul 1.
Yes.
That costuming was amazing. It's the costuming in the photo books. they knocked that out of the ballpark.
Oh, yeah. I think that, and they were literally going to haul around Pride Rock for the entirety of this tour.
Yeah, how do you ship Pride Rock?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
So many questions.
But On feels like a really great finalist for this round.
And that's the winner.
Yeah.
On is the best BTS single as judged by Ginger and Sam. Listeners, I hope that you had fun with us. Over the last 2 episodes, we've gone through 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Holy buckets. We had 9 different brackets, 135 different songs. We have those 9 top perfect songs. We've got from the Dark and Wings era, Let Me Know is the best song. For the HYYH era, Bepse, hands down. For the best interlude, intro, or outro, we decided to go with Outro Tier. For Love Yourself, the best song was Pied Piper. We're really thirsty, is what I'm getting from these choices. From the Map of the Soul B era, we decided the best song was Dionysus. I guess we also want to start a war.
Yes.
We want to fucking fight.
We've got feelings and we want to express
We've
them.
got so many feelings. For the School Trilogy, the best song was Jump, although Spinebreaker was a very close second. The best solo ended up being Inner Child by V. I really want to see that one live so badly.
Oh my God.
Best unit performance is Truth Untold, which is Sam's all-time favorite BTS song. So congratulations.
I'm very happy about that one.
And of course, as we just learned, the very best single by BTS, as deemed by us, is On. Thank you so much for listening. If you agree with what we have to say, send us an email at unkpopularopinionspod@gmail.com. If you don't agree with what we have to say, go ahead and send us an email too. I want to hear. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We will see you next time. And as always, don't forget to keep questioning.